the new guy is doing a lot more damage. Huh.
It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
What's up, guys? Master Styles here. Welcome you back to Inside Gaming, your go-to source for all things Eternal Evolution. The game is now updated. All the events are here. Very disappointed that they didn't just do this yesterday, which would have been great. You could have hold off Holy Land contract, but just give us the ability to summon for Barog yesterday would have been great, right? So before we even hop into all of that, let's actually go back over to Interstellar and see how we did. I already looked at it, but I came in fifth because, right? Because the only reason I came in fifth was because of what I did. So as you can see there at 10:59, I attacked number 2. When I was attacking number 2, what was going on the other side of that was that I was getting attacked by our new cross-platform rival boy, right? So he attacked me there, and then when he went back, he's like, "Oh, he moved to 2." So then somehow I didn't even know you can attack beyond the time. See, somebody else tried to attack me, and then he beat me right at 11 o'clock. I don't know how that's possible because technically it should already kick you out. No matter what they do, right, for this game mode, people in the comments said that this game mode is toxic. Yes, it could be, right? No matter what they do, even if they were to say, hey, 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 30 minutes before the cutoff point, you can't attack, right? People are still going to snipe. It's not going to matter. So the question would be, how would you go around preventing that, right? But again, his actions, you can see it in the receipts. I'm not even gonna give it no more energy. And this will be the last time I talk about this. This just goes to show what we're dealing with, right? The day before, same thing. The next day, same thing. Can't show the rest, but it's gone now. It's no longer in the receipts. But again, if I didn't do that, I would have got pushed back to way back into the later planets. And I know that it's very intentional because, again, usually he's already established his position, right? Like most of the whales or krakens, they already established their position early in the day because they know most people are not going to even beat them, even if they attack them, right? No, this guy, he waited until 10:59 to establish his position, right? So, again, because of what I did, I ended up coming in 5. So I knew you were going to attack me at 5. Yeah, I know. If you're listening or it ever gets to you, I knew you were going to attack me at 5. So I went to 2. And then you had enough. I didn't know you had enough time. I didn't know he had enough time because my intention was to trap him at 5. That was my intention. I was being very intentional about that, just so you know. But he had enough time to switch over to 2. But hey, it is what it is. I got what I need, and actually let me pick up what chances are you probably are watching. Let me get that, right? Since I'm here and I have enough to pick this up, and I'll pick that up too, right? Got everything I needed. These are nice, but we can get those. We're not really worried about that. But enough about Sniper Boy. That's gonna be his new name, Sniper Boy, right? We gave him a name. Sniper Boy is a new character. We already know our boy, of course, and then our cross rival boy, right? He quit. But now we have a new character added to the whole content creating. As long as I'm making content about Eternal Evolution, we're always going to be talking about Sniper Boy. That is his name now. All right, moving on. Giving him too much. We have Elite Chapter, right? Elite Chapter. What do we have in here? Speaking about our boy, we have our boy Theon. Actually, these are new, right? This is new. Okay, but for 33 though, at least they made a change, right? A change. So again, that's 20. I have a whole bunch of these. I wish they would have added more down here. So since you were making a change, you were in a change in mood. Why didn't you change down here? Right? You could have gave me some Cotosian Triangle tickets. What is it? Crimson Abyss. What's the other one? Lost Valley. We would have loved that. They have mythic runes. They have all the runes here, right? And of course, this or that. Actually, I don't even need the additional limited tickets, but there it is. It's been a while since it's been around, but the fact that they change it, pretty cool, right? What else we got going on for events? We have the Return of the Giant Tower. Would have been great to stack this on top of the other events. Quantum Mimic, Vanguard, and Jaina. Vanguard third slot prototype. Don't need it. Still waiting on the Hunter one. Don't need that. Of course, Hero Rally. Did they make any change to this? No, still the same. Okay, nothing too crazy there. Leo, and then this one here. They can update this for 1500. You're still giving me the same thing. Okay, all right, that's that there. We also have Holy Land contract, which we'll come back to. It's gonna be Vanguard related. I could just see it, and it's gonna be annoying. Anyways, for me, I actually cringe when it comes to having to do anything Vanguard related. I'm sorry, Mayhem. I know you love your Vanguards. I know that you do, but I cringe inside. Just so you know. All right, so let's see here. I'll pick up my Gene Hybrid. Got about 17 of them things. Anybody else in here worth mentioning? Canis? Canis is in here? Why? And Smith. Ooh, it's not bad. So who are our options? We got Canis. That's what it was. So Canis is here, Little Woo, and of course we have Barog. So what we're gonna do is we'll go for 2 Little Woos, right? Hopefully we get a double, and then we'll be done. And then we'll pull the rest. I'm doing 200 point blank period because I'm trying to get those 2 soul crystals for Barog. And we're starting out with that. That's not what I want to see. And here we go. First of the woos, right? That's 1. And hopefully we can, that's literally 3 elites already. And here, make it another one. There should be an elite here, right? Yep. So anyway, at the last second, 2, that's 40, 50, and really, they're just throwing out the elites, huh? All right, there you go. So there we go. Got him to Immortal 5 now. We don't have to worry about him for a double. What, really? You couldn't just do this before? I think this game likes trolling me. I think it does. But shout out to the double, right? We play it out for the Little Woo, right? Man, Little Woo. Potential's there, right? Imagine when he gets Awakening. Maybe he'll become OP. So there it is. Double Little Woo. Thing is, I don't need that copy. At least I got 5 limited tickets back from doing that. So hey, double. You asked for it, you got it. Right? So let's do that for the new hero. That would be nice. So let's see where we're at in terms of that. We're at 80, so 120 on this banner, and then we will be done with the summonings. All right, so here we go. We may not get nothing. That's also the other side of this one. This one is tough, but here we go. Straight out the gate. Yeah. Hey, at any point, if you feel like throwing me a double of the new hero, I'll love you forever. Gotta keep an eye on that. So that's, wait, what just happened there? Did I just skip over it? Hey, let's go. All right, so that's 1. All right, I need to keep track of my numbers here. You know how I get. Sometimes I get a little too clicky, and we need 60. Okay, another 60. Remember, when you're pulling on this banner after the pity, there's no guarantee. So we gotta risk it. That's 20, and there should be an elite here. And do we get another one? No. Another one? No. Anything, please. If you're in there, yes, let's go, baby. What? So we got 3. We have 1 more pull. On average, with the wish list banner active, I've been pulling 6. We only have 10 left. We only have 10 left, and this will be no. Okay. Well, we got 5. Can't be mad at that. Got 2 of the new hero, 3 of Wukong, which we only needed 2, which is great there. Now we get to go over here, pick up what we need. The reason why I push for 200, if you don't know, is 60. Well, it's actually 80. I'm saying 60. I was seeing 60. That's why I said 60. 80 for that, and then the other 120 for the additional 60. If I needed to go further, it's another 120 to get a full one, right? So if you want to pull another 120, I really don't, right? I really don't. I always forget to do this part. So Nord, right? I could bring him up if I feel like it, but I don't, right? There's that there also. Now we can level him up. That's 2, right? That brings him to 4. And I'm gonna hold on to my last 2, right? This will bring him to 5. Right? We already went over this. Someone was concerned yesterday that I was doing this. See, there we go. We'll end up turning him into a dismissal coin. Unfortunate here because we only got 2. Wish we would have got 4, but now he's immortal 3. I could bring him up. I gotta remember to do that because I tend to forget to do this. So let's go to summoners here. This is one thing that I've literally been playing with heroes, and then I go in and I'm like, wait, I didn't do that. So there we go. Now he's shining, and the Vanguard. I'm just gonna keep him where he's at because he's still not showing me something. I hear people say that he does things, and I'm like, where is it? I don't see it. Maybe it's in his build. All right, so let's actually go over to Barog. So in a previous video, I mentioned that, maybe you don't need the accuracy, but then I came across, where is it? Is it this one? No, this one here. Where did I see it? Where you need 150. I'm still trying to, give me a second. Let me find it. There it is. Upon reaching 150 accuracy, each activation of Circle of Cleave will activate an additional activation of this skill 1 time. So every time he activates the skill, he's gonna activate it again. Okay. And then at 7, he'll pretty much do that 3 times, right? So we'll get those juicy attacks that he need, which is great. Love that. And of course, HP, right? And then we get to the Immortal 5, Awakened 5. Where do he went over? That's it? That's all it does? He jumps in the air, swings his blade, dealing damage to all targets along the path. Boy, if you're jumping in the air, how are you doing damage along the path? Equal to 2000% of attack, inflicting the fear state for 5 seconds. What is the fear state? This skill can't critical hit. I wish it would. For each stack of bleed, this skill's damage increased by 20%. So if they have 5 stacks to bleed, you're now doing 100% more. If this skill kills a hero, Barog restores 600 rage. So if he kills a hero in doing this, is more PvP. He kills a hero, then he can perform it again. And if he kills him again, he can perform it again. If he kills again, he can perform it again. Why not a unit? Right? Imagine if it was a unit. Wow, look at this boy. He looks tough, man. Can we see him here? I gotta wait till he cut through the competition. Yep, that's me over there cooking up the competition. The boy is here. Oh man, it's in there, right? The new look, yes. Look at him. Woo. Now, mind you, Barog is one of those heroes that I was not ready to be awakened, right? Like I wanted him, but I'm telling you, like this guy here, I like this look. And when they do like the picture art for him, I wish they would do this, the new look, right? It's like, get off me, little bird. But anyways, right? That's that there. Let's actually take him into battle, see what he got. Oh, Gearin, sorry. So for Gearin, right, I had to do 2. Now there's a lot of resource being burnt, but I did strip. Leo's been stripped. Claire is now stripped. Yes, Claire could potentially be good in PvP, but again, it's a space thing, right? She probably would be better than, what's his name, Earbeer in PvP. That's just me personally, and she is already 9. So again, I'm gonna have to figure it out between her and actually her gears are fine. I don't think I took too much from her, so she'll be fine, right? So for PvP, I was like, okay, I need a damage reduction plus the accuracy. If I had better stats, I could play around and get HP on here, but because I don't, then this gear just cringed me. This is from Claire, right? +3 on damage reduction. That's definitely from Claire. But this is PvP, right? Keep that in mind. Damage reduction there, accuracy, HP. And then I went extra damage reduction. Probably have too much, right? I don't think I necessarily need this. But again, I can always switch it around. So for PvE, I went with HP, HP, HP. Thing is, you only need about, I want to say, depending on your guild tech, I should just say that you want to get to the 150, but because of my guild tech, I'm able to get to the 150 mark for the extra circular cleave, right? That's the main reason there. And of course, if things go right, you can gain that additional, what is it? I think you get something additionally, well, it was like 10% chance of getting that, right? It is what it is, right? We're not really worried too much about that because that may not happen. But one other thing I wanted to do, no, not Claire. Claire's lighting up. It's actually, let's go to here. We'll do it while we're here. This one, we'll activate this one, and this, someone was concerned that, oh, you're doing that, you're not going to complete the missions. Bro, take it easy, man. Take it easy. We don't get the missions done, right? And I think there's, who else? There's one more person, Fiona. Now I can remember. Fiona, yep. Fiona's here. She has some too, right? Because sometimes it's annoying that you don't get to do this, right? You have to wait, but it's done. I think that should cover all the missions. So with that being said, let's actually hop over to this game mode here. Well, not game mode, but this event. See what the later rounds are looking like. So they have Connor in here, which I don't go for these things anyways. All I go for is this. That's my primary target. So again, let's see how much we did. We did 180 and we completed this. I wasn't concerned about completing it and we got it done. Actually, why can't we just do collect all here, right? Wouldn't that make sense to just do collect all? I feel like I'm over collecting, right? So we got that, and no, this is not. We don't do this. I just realized that. I was thinking of the other one. I'm not 21. That's a lot. I was thinking of next week where we can. That's what pyramid? The pyramid one, whatever it's called. You know what it is. Leave me alone. Okay. All right. So let's actually hop over to Holy Land contract and see what we got going on. We got increase to the boss's attack. Right. What is this? When there are more than 5 units on the field, for every additional unit, damage dealt is reduced by 15%. So, wow, they're edging out summoners. Okay, wow. We can turn those off, but for right now, and then it's a boss receive 20% less damage from all heroes except for Vanguard. So they're pushing this Vanguard push. The boss receive reduced damage from the front and 20%. I don't like anything about this. I don't like anything about it, right? Okay, so as always, we'll go with what they recommend, right? Barog, and of course, for me, this is gonna suck because you know why it's gonna suck? My prototypes are not the greatest, right? They're not. We could just put this in there. Oh my goodness, this is frustrating. Assassins could potentially work, right? You can crit on the boss. There's nothing that says that you can't. So I'm thinking Korra maybe. But the biggest thing is the protection, right? That's always the biggest thing. So what I'm actually going to do here is actually put this one here and then go with the Vanguard one here. Wow. So this is annoying to deal with. So at first, you know, we got to go with the staples, those 3. And then where do we go for support? The recommended, because what's going to end up happening is later on you're going to have to turn off the boss's damage. We'll go with just this. Let's just see what we got. I would put him here, right? Him here and him up front, because the way out of my friend, can you just stay in there and stop with your nonsense? There you go. Go back here, right? Again, we may not need all the additional, you know, support in the back, but let's just see. Ares is also an option. So what I'm going to do is sit Fiona and put Ares and see what he can do, right? It didn't say anything about summoning anything, so it's just the boss. Singular boss. Becky would also be an option. Out the gate, we starting off at 80. Oh, that's from Dorelli. Yeah, the rally. Thank you. Appreciate it. Love you forever, right? But again, there's no additional ads, which is great. So let's see how they do here. Aries is not the way to go, I see, because it seems like because there's not multiple targets, he's not doing well, right? But he is doing more ultimates. So we'll see how it goes. It's early. Let's see how it goes. Let's look at the new guy. New guy looking interesting here, right? Because in this situation, he didn't have to rush in, right? He could just walk up to the boss. And of course, you're going to do more damage because he's turned the other way. Of course, weird frontal damage doesn't do that much. The new guy can't get behind him, right? But he's still doing as much damage as he's doing. He's doing as much damage as Heindo. What is going on here? Am I missing something? I think it's in the gearing. I think that's really what it came down to. I think I have PvP on him or something along the lines of that. But love to see that. Barog is not really showing me much, right? But to my surprise, the new guy is doing a lot more damage. Huh. Shadow buff, right? Yeah. Because I don't think he was doing any of this before. No, he wasn't. He was not. Come on now. I would love for them to just mention that. Like, the mere fact that you're telling me this guy because I brought him to Immortal 3. Now I kind of want to bring him to Immortal 5, right? Right? Like, look at this. You're seeing it, right? The score don't really matter. I'm going to end up figuring out a different team, but this and if you want, you know where to go if you really want to see the teams. Gameplay Rising, he'll do all that stuff. I play this and then we move on. He'll go over the teams. He'll help you out better when it comes to teams for this particular game mode here. But the new guy ended up with 11 billion damage. Where did that come from? I didn't see no bug fixes in the last patch notes. And then Aries, so Aries doesn't do well here. I actually want to try it again. I want to see something. Did I touch Clear's gears? I don't remember. So Aries is a no right now, right? And Korra is interesting. I wish I had Korra. Wait, go back. Is this guy is a deity, so you should be doing extra damage. I wish I had Korra at Awakened 8 because we would get that additional damage increase to deities. One person I actually want to bring, strangely enough, not for nothing, just because he's already awakened 9, and with him and Heindo, that's 30% damage that you're going to do to deities. And let's see, was she even doing anything? I don't know. Was she even needed? So since I'm just experimenting here, let's just see, right? Let's just see what we can do here. And Connor's not gonna be there for the damage. He's just there for the increase. So the supportive role, right? Can they stay alive long enough, right? That's also the other question. Akai will increase the damage. Just playing around. We're here. We might as well try out some different things. You'll get knocked down. You don't have to worry about that. Connor may end up dying, right? But the healing is just insane. So here we go. All right. It seems like we're gonna beat our score already just off of that slight adjustment. And Barog is now doing more damage. Interesting. But again, Barog, I think at Awakened 7 is where I see everybody saying he's doing some big things. But in this game mode, it's set up. This is now Vanguard content. Let's just be real here. The other heroes, the Deji, the Amat, right? Their damage is good. We can turn those things off, but at the same time, it's like yeah. I think I have lifesteal on. I can feel it because there's no reason why a guy should be healing like he is. But again, and that's the problem I have too. It's like the damage just slows down, and the other ones just like the damage just keeps ramping up. So we'll have to wait and see. My Vanguards are not that great, so we'll play through this. And I wish I had Exotic Expedition up. I'd have to play through it, and I don't have the time to play through that right now, right? To see how he would do there. But his damage is a lot better when you add on Akai, increasing area damage. And of course, you see that the new hero, he fell off. Well, not fell off. His damage is way less, right? Interestingly enough. But the thing is, when Akai is not there, he does more damage. So, what was that more or less? I don't know. I completely forgot, to be honest. Well, that's that there. We'll play around with that, figuring out a couple of different teams, see what doesn't work. Did they change this? No, probably not. Let's see. We got everything here, and we can also get another copy from here, right? This is literally the same thing. Where's the pool? Same, nothing new. Same, all the way down to that, same. The Katojian triangle isn't open, right? Wish it would be open. I wish on Thursdays, all of this should be open, right? On Thursdays, for the sake of creating content, it should all be open. We'll just grab the 5 here, and then that will be that, right? Now, my least favorite part about all of this. Oh my god, I'm just cringing inside. Cringing. PvP, right? PvP. Oh boy. Actually, I still have one left here, right? So let's just try to see if we can get a win over here. So you get to see 5 versus 5, and this is pinnacle. Okay, he's running assassins, Max Wu, Max Cora, right? I think all of them are probably Awakened 10. My boy, look at that. And then look at that. Whew, man. Okay, summoners. If I can get a win, tanks. Oh boy. Okay, so let's actually go back to this. So for assassins 79, for summoners 94, for tanks 100. So basically, Bomb's max, Connor's max, also Panda's maxed, and so is Canis, all Awakened 10. My god. And of course, how could I forget to show you all the red stuff, right? All that red stuff. We're not winning nothing here. We're not. Oh, look at Claire. I forgot to switch her gears, right? I guess we'll put Barog in there. We're not winning nothing. We are not winning anything, but I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna be scared. I ain't gonna be punked out by your big numbers, right? Okay, definitely don't want to put that. And you here. Oh my goodness. And then we have Vanguards over here. Okay. All right, so at least he doesn't have Barog, right? And that's that. We already know. Everything is, yeah, everything is everything. So we're gonna try. The objective here is to get one win, right? One, just one. The thing is, with this, we could lose it, right? We could, because of Wukong. And this is more AoE based. Rick. Oh my goodness. Man. Yeah. Sure. Yes. But this would be like the ideal matchup, right? Like in a regular situation. Like, look at the comparison. So for that, we'll try. We will try. But Luke. Luke. Over who? Overtake. Interesting. Because he is awakened and you do get that additional increase. And then here, we'll put them here. Oh boy. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So this is the problem that I have, right? Where here and here, either way, right? Like, if you put them here, they're gonna lose. If you put them over there, they're gonna lose. You know what? And the thing is, I'm just gonna skip it. I'm not going through it. I'm not going, because it's gonna kick me out. I know it's gonna kick me out. I just know it. So we're just gonna skip it and see how we do. Well. I love that. I'm okay with that, because we were going for one, and of course, the account is like, you know what? we can't do you like that. We gotta give you at least 2 out of it. So Summoners 1, right? In 23 seconds at that. Now mind you, Max Wukong, Max Korra, Rick is Awakened 9, Sam is only Awakened 7, Fiona is Awakened 10. We won that. Nice. Love to see that. And of course, I figured the tanks would have beat them, right? Yeah, it made sense. Max Heindel, Awakened 10, Ares. He's actually annoying to beat. Yeah, he's very annoying to fight. We'll probably show that at some point. But again, we got 2. Beautiful. Love that. That's awesome. Wow. Getting some wins. But again, that's this type disadvantage. When he attacks me, it's that. And then, by the way, right? So back to our sniper boy here. These are the 3 people that have attacked me in this current week, right? And he was the first one to. As soon as he saw my name, he went for me, right? Sniper boy was like, "Nah, he's here. I'm attacking him first," right? Most people are waiting until later on to attack me. The only reason why I know that is because we just got into what ranking is this? Hellfighter. And of course, Sniper Boy is going to do what he do, right? You got a name now. Good for you. Good for you. All right, let's go into here. Still, I don't think I could beat this, right? I still just don't see it, right? I would have to work on the prototypes. That's what it all comes down to. And of course, I am using the things I would use in the arena, and somebody will be like, "Well, you weren't using." Yes, I know. Leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Look at the matchup here. So I think he has Awakened 10 Leo, which is annoying already. His Ares is at least Awakened 7, and so is Claire, and so is Fiona, because the 6th slot. And what else? He's actually not even running Impulse of Annihilation. So interestingly enough, he has the Assassin prototype. So it's just there because it has 6 slots, right? He's always running Summoner Gems. I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe you don't care about this game mode. That's what it comes down to. I don't need to switch. I need to move him here. If I don't move him here, what's going to happen is his Heindel is going to be on my side. Strangely enough, his Heindel is Awakened 5, and he's destroying my team. And my Heindel is Awakened 8, and I don't see none of that. Maybe it's in Garen, maybe it's global stats, whatever you want to call it, right? So again, this needs work. This also needs work, and so does the middle prototype. It all needs work. I did have life steal. That's why I was like, Akai's healing himself somehow. But let's just see. Listen, Vanguard. That's literally all I have to say. He has Panda there. At least we bring him back over there, which is great. You love to see that. It's weird because how is it that our right, there we go. So Fiona kicked in, but she's in the mix. How is it that our ocean or wave or whatever she released there didn't do any of that? So maybe running Fiona in this situation could possibly help, because I can see them getting the, what do you call that? The invincibility at the right time. Look at their Fiona. I need to see what level his Fiona is. And this is what's been happening. This guy is the last person standing, literally at times. But he doesn't get it done. But the fact that he's the last person standing is very interesting to me. So I want to see where that Fiona is. So Fiona is Awakened 7 or 8, right? 7 or 8. Leo's 10. Actually, Ares is 9. And, well, we're not looking at Panda. But yeah, for some reason, that is that, right? Fiona has just been unkillable for some odd reason. Like, she's just hiding in the back. We'll run it again, right? And if we try Fiona, you'll see the complete opposite, which is weird to me. I don't know what's going on there. Somebody will let me know. All right, so we'll try it again. He has Panda, and this is why, for me, and I can see that his Barog is actually either Awakened 3, because it has the different image. Okay, let's see here. See, look at how far theirs go versus ours. And what just killed my support? The water that just flew by. Is that's what it was? But anyways, let's look at Barog before I get distracted. I think one thing they have going on for them outside of the, well, we're not gonna beat Ares. Ares is annoying. Who are we fighting? Ares? Yeah, it's gonna be hard. We're not beating Ares. I already know. You're just not. It's just annoying. Like, that was a lot better, even though we lost our support, right? So what I realized is that when it comes to Ares, you definitely want to bring him to Awakened 10, right? And I think I'll push for that. Because I was looking for a candidate to push to Awaken 10, right? Or 9, right? Right, okay. All right. Vanguards, okay. All right, give me a second here. Now my Ares is Awakened 9. Just like that. Boom. Bang, right? Got it done. Just like that, right? And why is Barog lighting up? Am I missing something? I think I'm... Did I do what I think I did? No? Oh, okay. Because I thought I didn't activate his 5 here. Okay. Cool. So now, let's go back, because that fight was a little bit closer. And then we'll get on out of here, because we're going to have to come back and redo all this stuff. And then we'll go into the friend list the next time, right? Okay. All right, so here we go. He's now Awakened 9. Let's see if that makes a difference. And I'm trying to see what it is that took out our support in the back and why they so cringe back there, right? Maybe I need to work on my support. Where's the ocean? No ocean? No ocean this time. Where was the ocean? We missed it, right? So for some reason, it's like we get no benefits from... Oh, Heindel. Okay, Heindel just one-shotted both of them. So we're going to end up losing. It didn't really make a difference. Didn't make a difference, right? Not at all. And then also, on top of that, is the mere fact that he's using Panda, which is annoying. Okay, look at Barog. Okay. So is it the increase? Well, he is fighting for longer, right? What is that? Oh, that's what that is. I get it now. Oh, okay. So the fear state is similar to that of what's her name? Who has it? Rosaris and Arcadia. Oh, so that's what it was. But look at his damage though. So just that mere increase from Ares made that difference? Possibly. So what we will do, because we're running low on time here, we'll just do... We're not gonna go through the fight. We're just gonna skip it just to see, because it seemed like he started doing more damage. Oddly enough, right? That's the only difference, right? Let's see. We'll just skip it, and we'll check the numbers, right? If they lose, they lose. If they win, they win. They won again. Interestingly enough, let's see. And in this situation, it's Ares. So Ares going to 9 made a big difference. Okay. But our support, they just get packed up by Heindel. So they're there, but not really bringing much to the table. I'm curious. I just want to try one more thing, right? And then we'll see if that plays a part in any of this. Okay, so let's take her out, because they're gonna end up dying anyways, right? They're getting killed by Heindel. Let's see if the additional... We're gonna skip over it, of course. We're not gonna go through all that. Let's see. So we won this time. We lost... No, we won last time. Didn't make a difference, right? In this situation, Heindel did more damage. And New Hero, I completely forgot what he did to look at what he did. But Barog, it's right there. He's looking good in PvP, right? Because again, if he kills a hero from his ultimate, right, and he can do it again, pretty much. So yeah, not a bad showing. We're gonna have to come back again, and I don't want to bring him to 7. I don't want to. I really don't. I don't. But if y'all let me know in the comments, should I or should I not? I don't want to. I really don't. I don't want to. But if you made it this far in the video, the word of the day is actually Sniper Boy, because he's now our new rival. Because I need one anyways. And right now, there really isn't much competition, to be honest. Gotta give a shout out to Sniper Boy. Yeah, he's gonna keep doing what he gotta do. Ego driven. That's just what I have to say. If you're new around here, make sure you hit the subscribe buttons for our updates, guides. The ultimate tier list is coming. Just have to find the time to do it. Walkthroughs, and of course the Fun to Play series. I always talk about the Fun to Play series because it's there. Go check it out. And for those that are rocking with me, let me know how you feel about the shadow buff to the new hero. Yeah, I noticed that. And of course, Barog at Awakened 5. Not really seen much there, right? Maybe I'm missing it, but you know, you'll get better once we get him to Awaken 7. Without further ado, I want to thank you for watching. Till the next video, peace.